Would you rather get 100,000 views and make $20, or 10,000 views and make $120? These are the kind of question you want to ask yourself before starting a YouTube channel, because your niche defines the amount of money you take home. And yes, just so you know, there are some niches that do 10 times more than each other, even when they have same views and even same number of subscribers. So if you want to know the best niche to dive into here in 2026, you want to do well to stick to the end of this video, because you don't want to skip any part. The part you may skip may end up being the niche that is very, very much appealing to your kind of personality. It may be the kind of niche that you are capable of doing. So do well to listen to the end of the video, because I'm going to unleash everything that comes with the money here on YouTube. Why does this matter? This matters basically because you should know that the niche you dive into is very important. And this is narrowed down, the amount of money is narrowed down based on the CPM and RPM on those kind of niche. First of all, what is CPM? CPM happens to be the amount advertisers are willing to pay YouTubers to run ads on that channel, or to run ads on your channel. Now, what is RPM? RPM turns out to be the amount of money that YouTube will give you after it must have taken its own percentage, after it has not taken its own cut. So you see why it is very, very important for you to stick to the end of this video. Now, without talking too much, let's go into the top. I'm going to start from the fifth one and end up to the very one that makes it all. And so we're going to start with health, fitness, and wellness. So basically, we all know that every one of us wants to be alive. We want to know things that would definitely help us with our health, our wellness, our fitness. So you could come online here and talk to people about it. If you're somebody that is a gym freak, if you're someone that is always conscious of your health, if you're somebody that you know how to eat well, know meal plans, know what to do about your health, why don't you come here on the YouTube platform and talk to people about it? Now, what are the kind of content you can do in this kind of gist? You can go ahead to do content like meal plans, beginner workout routines, weight loss tips. These are topics that are always searchable here in the YouTube platform. People are always looking for how to better their wellness. People are always looking for how to better their health. They are leaving money on the table if you are good in this category and not coming here to the YouTube platform. Another reason why you need to do is that brands in this kind of niche will do well to reach out to you, even on paid promotion, and even YouTube ads is going to pay you well if you venture in this kind of niche. So on our list here is the how to do kind of niche, or educational tutorials. Now, if you're somebody that knows a certain set of skills, you can come here on the YouTube platform to teach people how to do it. These skills could vary. It could be online skills or it could be offline skills. And now, what do I mean by offline skills? It could be an example of how to make liquid soap. You can also go ahead to teach things online, how to create logos on Canva. Yes, you can go ahead to teach people a lot of things. You don't basically need to know it all. You don't need to be a professional in that aspect. So long you have a certain level of intermediate knowledge, you can start something from it. So don't waste your knowledge by just sitting down on it. There is somebody that is in need of that knowledge that you already have. So go out there, put on your camera and start showing it, showing people how to do it. And basically, even if you feel like you don't want to show your face on how to do this, you can just put down your camera and narrow down your camera to the position of where you want to teach the person. If it's, for example, how to teach that liquid soap, you can just put your camera to where you are dishing out or where you are making your liquid soap, and just talk over the video or do a voice over after you have recorded your video. And this is also applicable to the online own. You can go ahead and do a screen recording of what you want to teach people and do a voice recorder later. So you can go ahead to teach people a lot of things like how to use ChatGPT for work, best AI tools for students, Canva AI tutorial, and a lot more. You can go ahead to even teach offline tutorials. There are a lot of things you can teach here. So long you are giving value and teaching people how to make money through one thing or the other, how to do this, how to do that, YouTube is going to pay you well for this kind of niche. And another kind of niche you want to dive into is this, the real estate and home improvement kind of niche. If you're somebody that is into real estate, you're somebody that knows idea of how to go about real estate, home decor, and the rest of the whole thing, you want to do well to also dive into this kind of niche, because a lot of people want a roof over their head. You can go ahead to give tips like renting tips, home makeover ideas, real estate advice for beginners. And this kind of niche attract potential brands to come and do paid promotion with you, and even increase your CPM and subsequently your RPM if you venture in this kind of niche. Next one here on our list is tech tutorials and reviews. Now, you're somebody that have idea of gadget, you are somebody that knows one thing or the other that has to involve with technology, devices and come to the YouTube platform here and talk to people about it. Teach people how to navigate through their gadget, how to navigate through their phone. There are some people that are holding iPhones that don't even know how to make their camera clean and clear. You can come to this place and tell them, oh, for you to get your camera clean, go to this settings, navigate through this place, navigate through this place, and they are able to get it. It's part of the review. It's part of teaching people something here in tech aspect. Also compare two devices. For example, like Apple do bring in different model kind of phone every time. So you can go ahead to compare the current one they just brought in and the previous one that has been in the market. You can go ahead to compare the features. Tell people this feature is here and this feature is not here. Why you think this is better than this? And people will definitely watch because they want to get the best advice from the gurus, from people that know better, from people that are tech experts. You understand? So if you are somebody that knows this kind of thing, you can do well to come here. And the good thing about this kind of niche is that you don't need to be a professional at all. You don't need to be a professional to handle this kind of niche. Just being in love with gadgets, be addicted or knowing what is best for gadgets, you could come to this place and talk about it. The content that works with this kind of niche examples are app tutorials, phone and laptop how to do's, editing apps, etc. You could review apps. The good thing about this kind of niche is that brands reach out to people who do this kind of niche 100%. Brands reach out. A lot of brands like Samsung, Apple, Infinix, name them. A lot of them can reach out to you, and their CPM is very, very high. And subsequently, your RPM too follows sync because when CPM is high, your RPM is definitely going to be high. Now, the last of all the list and the king of all paying niches. This niche I'm about to tell you is the king of all niches. That is the finance and investing, how to make money online kind of niche. Finances, basically, any niche, any topic that has to go on with finances, you are making good money here on the YouTube platform because basically you're teaching people how to make money online. And this kind of niche attracts banks, fintech apps, investment platforms to come and reach out to you to advertise for them. And apart from advertising for them, which could be a paid promotion kind of video that you want to run, YouTube will definitely pay you well because the CPM in this kind of niche is very, very high. The CPM is very high, and your RPM is definitely going to be high. In this kind of niche, you don't need to be an accountant or must have gone to one financial institution or the other for you to be in this kind of niche. Actually, if you are, if you must have studied that, it's a plus. But truthfully, you don't need to have gone to any financial institution or backed up any sort of certificate for you to venture in this niche. All you need is to have good money habits and come and teach people how to discipline in their money because people are always wanting to save, people are always wanting to invest, people are always wanting to think of a way to multiply their income over and over again. Now, great content ideas in this kind of niche is something like how to save money in your 20s, beginner investment tips, what I'll do with 100,000 naira today. You can go ahead to publish this kind of video, talk to people about it because some people that maybe they just dash them 100,000, they don't even know what to use the money and do, and they will just crash the money. But coming across your video could give them an insight on how to, oh, I can keep this money or I can invest this money in this kind of portfolio and I will get this amount of money. YouTube rewards platform like this because brands, banks, investment portfolios would definitely want to reach out to YouTube to pay a good substantial amount of money, which is the CPM, that in turn YouTube will definitely pay you a good RPM for them advertising these firms' advertisement in your channel. Having known all this, you want to also do well to know the niches you want to avoid because there are some niches that you may be thinking now, oh, since I didn't call it out here, but people are doing it, people are making a lot of views on it, you want to still dive into it. No problem, you can dive into it, it's no problem. You can do it for the fun of it. It also comes with an amount of money, but the truth is that it doesn't fall under the ranking highest paying niches. So this kind of niches that you want to avoid if you want to be serious and make money in YouTube are things like pranks, comedy skits, dancing, music reaction, challenges, meme compilations, content that don't really add much of a value. YouTube doesn't really pay much on it. They are fun, but they don't attract high value advertisers basically. How do you get to pick the best niches? One thing you should understand is that choosing the best niche is not just based on, oh, I love this kind of topic, or oh, this is my passion. Unless you just want to come to the YouTube platform here and just post videos and don't mind basically. But if you want to make money here, you need to make sure that you tick these boxes I'm about to highlight here. Number one, you need to do something that you enjoy. So number two, you need to do something people are searching for. And number three, you need to do something advertisers pay well for. And number four, you need something you can create consistently. Consistently, emphasis on consistently, not the one that you post today, the next time you're coming is 2 months later. You need to do something that you enjoy, something that you can pick interest in, something that you can flow very, very well. And you don't need to be perfect basically, because you learn in it. You learn it in. I myself, I'm still learning in this I'm doing, but you can also do well by starting your content. Pick a good niche that you are capable of doing, that you feel, yes, I can do this. You know, understand, find a sweet spot for it. And I bet you that you will be ranking high on the YouTube platform in no time. Having know this, please do well to subscribe, like, and share, because I do well to share things that will help you upscale your YouTube presence here in the YouTube platform. Until we meet again, please remain blessed and continue creating.